The adventures continues with the Doctor and the Fermzilla. I'm Dr. Hans, this is Dr. Hans Brewery. I've had some issues. The issues around the valve has been solved. I'm gonna get into that. And now I'm pressurizing it, and yes, it's leaking, but I think there's a solution on the way. So let's get into that, all of that, but first I need a beer. Here's the beer that was made to be going into the Fermzilla last weekend, but having some issues, so I used the trusty Fermentasaurus. Session New England IPA, around 3.7%, 3.8 maybe. Yeah, 3.8. Pitched the yeast on Sunday. Today is Saturday, but I tried it last night as it has cold crashed for a full day then. So fermented out in 4 days under pressure and cold crashed for 1 day. Kegged it today. The Fermentasaurus is now cleaning in the bathroom. I have made a cleaning machine. If anyone interested in that, comment down below and I will show you. Cheers! Nice looking, beautiful beer. But it is like a session beer. Yeah. Okay. So the Fermzilla. We had a lot of comments, both nice and good comments and a lot of bad comments. Yeah, that's what happens when you do like honest reviews. I want to like this product and I want to use it, but like I said in the video when I said I was gonna return it, no one likes a bad review, but yeah, it is fiddly. Okay, just a warning, this video starts with a lot of whining, and this is the next morning. Start with a lot of whining, there is some issues, and I solved the leakage issue. I hope this step, I'm pressurizing it again. I did sleep on it and I've come up with a solution that might work. So let's get into the whining and let's jump back to today, and yeah, let's see what happens. I might have solved the problem for now. There's another solution coming. This is water. It's early morning. I'm about to choose which fermenter I'm gonna fill up with the wort I brewed yesterday. Yeah, it was no chill. I had some different solutions for the problem, and for some people this has been working fine, and for some people they had a lot of issues with it. And I also got contacted by Key from Kegland. Sorry if I just slaughtered your name. Very nice email conversation there. Thank you so much. Got some tips also from him. So I'm gonna go into that also. He said that they have had some problems with the Fermzilla, and they have changed some things from this obviously first batch I've got, because they had been assembling it, sighting it with pneumatic tools, and now they are shipped unassembled, which also make them took less space, so that's good for environment, for shipping also, so that's a good idea. But what he told me, and some other people told me, that by pressurizing the tank it would be easier to get the stuff off. So I pressurized the tank, pulling the valve against me till I had like a seal there, hold very tight in place, and I heated up the valve with some hot water, sinking it down, and then I put the tank between my thighs. I'm not gonna show you because this is a family channel. Between my thighs, and use the tool, and yes, pulled and screw and towards me. Finally it snapped off, and I got it to screw on again. And this side is now working. It holds pressure. This side don't, I'm afraid. Got some tips from Key, was to actually change out the brand new seal. That did work a little bit. I didn't think that I should have to change out the brand new seal, but also there were some other comments who said they have some issues with the seal and they changed it out. And yeah, Key from Kegland said that's why they were shipped with more seals. But I've changed it and I lubed everything with keg lube. But it's still dripping. And I'll pull it apart and put it on again, try the different tightness, and I wasted like a whole bottle of CO2, just a small one, so not like the big ones, but it's not trusty. And so I made the zombie dust clone today. It came out way too light in color, or you say pale, and a couple of marks off the OG, but otherwise than that, smooth brew day. And doing it like a no chill, so that's chilling, and that was supposed to go into this one today if I solved this issue, but it's not. So this is going into the Fermentasaurus also. But the solution for the leak, Key said they have been working on it, and they made a bigger seal. The original seal is 2.1 millimeter, and they made another one which is 2.4. So he's gonna send me that. Key didn't want me to give up on the Fermzilla, so I'm giving it my best, guys, to make it work. But what I can say, it's fiddly and I don't really trust it. But yeah, I'm waiting for the seal. I was hoping that changing out the seal would solve the problem, and lubing it with too much lube, but it ain't. It can't be trusted. That's why it's standing upside down. So now it's water everywhere. Yeah. But the other side here seems to be perfectly airtight, but not just the lid. I had some leakage here also, but I solved that. But it kind of means that I have to pressurize it and turn it upside down, and should I have to do that with the wort also? And yeah, I'm sure, because I got a lot of comments about that. I have seen some videos on YouTube about the Fermzilla, and from what I saw, the attachment of the valves was the same as the Fermentasaurus, which I had for years, and it is. So yeah, I don't think it was just my stupidness. And how many videos are you supposed to, or am I supposed to go somewhere and Google for videos on how to screw a lid on a jar? I don't know, guys. Comment down below what you guys think. Waiting for the larger seal. What can we say? The adventures continues. I wouldn't buy this as my only fermenter, because it's nice to have a backup, even if it's just a bucket. Buckets are great. So, but yeah, I'm glad that I have the Fermentasaurus. It's cleaning the outside. Tomorrow morning, the wort goes in. Bang. But I was so keen on get to try the collection jar. Let me just cut in here. I edited the video last night. This is therefore next morning. I'm ready to get the zombie dust clone wort into the fermenter. Here's the yeast heating up. I thought I was a little bit whiny, and I thought I could be more constructive and show you why I don't think this was the best upgrade. And I also thought I sounded a little like this was like perfect. It's not perfect at all. Did some footage from the last brew where you can see that clearly it clogs up and the ball is useless, as you see. And there were some issues with the seal here, which was addressed here, but I don't think it's a good idea, and I will show you why. Of course, the new ball and the valve is much better on this one. It should be. So, yeah, but we're still having some issues here, but I think we can solve it. Of course, it might be just solved by the new gasket. And for you guys that haven't had any issues with this at all, have you actually pressurized it with water in it, and this is sanitizer solution, have you pressurized it with water in it and turn it upside down and really watched it? Also, I want to do a shout out to Gash Slugg. Is that your name? I also want to do a shout out to Gash Slugg. He had made a lot of great videos, and as he comments on my I will be returning the Fermzilla video, it was fiddly a start and now it works for him. So I will drop a link down below in the description. Please head on over to Gash Slugg. He makes great videos, and yeah, here's some great tips on this one. So, what was bad with the old seal, and how did they try to address it, and why don't I think that's a good idea, and how could it be built better? Let's jump into that now. And then you will have to get back to the whiny doctor. Let's get this off. Maybe, yeah. So the seal on this one sits here, and it lays on top of this lip here. So when we're attaching the nuts here, it compresses the seal. The problem is that this seal kind of fell off from time to time again, and it is fiddly. So that's why they addressed it. But otherwise it has been working fine. So let's have a look at the way this seal is working. Okay, can't get that off. So this is cranky. The Fermentasaurus can also be cranky, to be fair, but yeah, this was just hand tightened, and when I was trying to get a good seal here, I used the tool, so that's why. Okay, I need to place this down on the floor. Is this good content? Sorry, let me just try to get this off. Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look at it. To prevent the seal from falling down, now the seal is in here. This may sound like a good idea, and it could be, but as the seal is between the lid and the vessel, tightening the nut does not compress the seal. I would have preferred it the old way. Maybe tighter, bigger O-ring on top of here, which could go into there. With that saying, would it be possible to place like an O-ring on top there and make this work? It might be for now. I will try this. This was not planned, guys. Okay, let's try it out. You want to come closer? Okay, so we will have to detach that, of course, and we will put this seal outside of the other seal so it can be compressed by the lid instead. There you have it. So now we have that seal that I wanted to have. Maybe we could get it a bit bigger. Let's see how it works. Now we have a double seal. We have one seal here, which hopefully, let's try it. It might be too small, but it's the best we can do with what we got to make this work. If they will send us a bigger one, hope you can see that. It's double sealed now, the internal and the external seal, if you can call it that. Let's lube her up. No pun intended, maybe. I haven't really used much lube with the Fermentasaurus, but everyone says lube it, so I will lube it with my German lube, the Kluber. This is full grade lube. Yeah, it doesn't matter which one you attach here. It's tight even on this side, but not as tight as it was on the other side. Let's get it on there. Yeah, and I also shorten the silicone hose. Maybe it's like the same length for the larger vessels as well. Okay, so we should be all lubed up, and let's give this another go. I have lubed all of my hands. So if I get this working now, I will use the Fermzilla. And then I get to try dry hopping. Yes, with the collection board. So let's tighten this one up. This should work if it doesn't just pull the seal down. Okay, so new paper here underneath. So we will know if it's dripping. And then I need to waste some more CO2 on it, of course. Okay, she's all pressured up. And this stage it's all just hand tied. So let's flip this around. Okay, I'm excited again if this works. Okay, there was some dripping here also. Okay, so this might be leaking also. Maybe we should change that out for just the regular one for now. This means there is a small leak here also, because I have released all the pressure now, and when I tighten it back up, there's some overpressure in there. Okay, let me try to get that off. Okay, so we're just gonna try to use this one for now. And let's open her back up and pressure her right back up again. So with the name of this video will how I fixed it, or how I tried to fix it. No, it's not tight. Maybe I should try tightening it up with a tool. I really thought this idea might work, but we need a bigger seal, I guess. It's not working. It leaks even more. Okay, so this method wasn't suggested, but yeah, no, that did not work. On paper, that could have worked. Let's see if it's... No, it's not working, guys, but at least I give it another shot. I would have to wait for the seal from Kegland and see if that works better. But I still think this was a good idea. If we just have a bigger seal, can put it on there and use the nut to compress it. That would work, but in this case it's just pulling that seal down into the fermenter, and obviously that's not working. So the wort goes into Fermentasaurus and I have to do that right now. So get back to the whiny doctor. Cheers. So guys, that's it. If you are new to my channel, consider becoming a subscriber and follow my adventure with the Fermzilla and homebrewing. Thank you all for commenting and liking. DrHans out.